Dan, this is Engelgeist. We are doing another unboxing video. This is the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards by COLETTE REID. It's a 52 card deck with the guidebook. It is published by Hay House Publishing. I bought this deck probably, I don't know, some time ago, and it's been on my bookshelf. And what I decided is I was going to do 4 different Oracle decks this month to use the cards, 1 Oracle deck per each element in the September Tarotscopes. Does that make sense? So this is for my air element signs. This will be for Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And the reason why I chose to use this deck is because the emphasis is on the idea of wisdom, and the air signs deal with the intellect, or the realm of the intellect. So I thought this would be a great way to unbox this so that when I start to do those air sign Tarotscopes, I can utilize this deck. So this is an opportunity to kind of look at the deck and decide, hey, Deanna, how are you? Look at this deck and decide, you know, maybe there's something in here you would like to see. And also, we'll only get to see 1 card this month for September. So this gives us a little insight into looking at the deck. So let's just get in and look at it. COLETTE REID, for those of you that don't know who she is kind of, they call her the Oracle Queen. Like, she has tons and tons of Oracle cards. I believe I have maybe 3 of her decks. I know that I have the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and then I have an animal deck of hers that I have yet to open that I'm excited to open at some point. But she makes really wonderful decks. I'm excited to see where this deck takes us, and I've been looking at it and wanting to open it for a while. So let's get it open here. So that's the inside of the box. Sometimes there's things written inside the box. In this one, there's not necessarily, but that's okay. Let me move this over to the side here so that we can get that in the frame. Production value. Okay, there we go. That'll sort of work. So this is the guidebook. Let me see here. It's rather thick. It's rather thick and meaty. I love it. It's a rather big book. Jesus. Oh, there's animal guides in here too. There's the Messengers of Avalon. There's Animal Guides of Avalon. The Guides of Fairy. So that would definitely be also air to me. The fairies, the water fairy, wind fairy. The Sacred Journey markers. Interesting. Okay, this will be very interesting for the air signs. Y'all are going to get some strange stuff. There's got the purpose of the cards, how to do a reading. Pretty standard stuff in here. All right, so we're just going to get into this and see. It's very, what's the word that I want to say? This is kind of like, I mean, Avalon is sort of like, you know, Knights of the Round Table, that sort of thing. I also thought that was a very air kind of period, if that makes sense. It associated well with the air as far as the aesthetic. So let's get into the deck and just see what's going on. So the deck is wrapped in a little bit of paper. It's got gold on the edging, which I think is very cool, very beautiful. Let me get this paper off. Give me 1 second, guys. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Thank you, Irene, for sharing. Irene, these are not, I'm not doing card pulls. So sharing and stuff like that and asking for a card pull, these are unboxings. That's why the title says unboxing. So I'm not pulling cards for specific people, dear. This is just to get these decks unboxed so that I can do the September Tarotscopes, because I'm going to pair these with each of the signs. So let's get into this deck really quick. This is the back design, which I love. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a very rich deck. Very beautiful. Lots of sort of, you know, medieval, I guess. I'm not even sure. To me, it seems like medieval. So this is the Merlin. These are considered the Messengers of Avalon. And it says here, alchemy, justice, and balance. The High Priestess. This is interesting too. I wonder, you know what I bet this is? I bet this is like the major arcana. I wonder if there's 22 here. I bet you there's 22 and it's the major arcana. Oh no, there's 26. Okay, so this is different. No, wait, sorry. There's only 8. Okay, so I guess this is not. The Merlin, which is alchemy, justice, and balance. All right, let's see here. I was thinking because it's like the Magician and then the High Priestess, which are the first two cards. There's no Fool other than me here, but there's no Fool in this deck, so I should have noticed that. The High Priestess is Discernment, Prescience, Prophecy, and Vision. The King is man, authority, male, sexual energy, things pertaining to the law and justice. See, this is very similar to the Emperor energy, but Emperor is card number 4. This should normally be, I believe, Empress is 3. So these are slightly similar in that way. The Novice, innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skill without practice, unstable curiosity. Now that to me could be the Fool in some ways. The Grail Knight, which is romance, illusion, seeking the sacred. Oh, they're stuck together. These cards have been sitting in a box for like over a year. The Bard, which is music, poetry, myth, history, and the enchantment of storytelling. Shut up, Andrew. Please, for my greater good, shut up. Absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. The Eagle. Spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. Ooh, I love that. Get it. Connect to that angelic realm. The Raven is magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. So these are now the animal guides of Avalon. So these are the different animals that they have in here. So we have Hawk, which is omens and messages. We have Swan, which we saw in the other deck that I did for the Earth signs. So this will be interesting because some of my air people might get animal guides, but that's okay. Transformation and trusting the psychic gifts. But see, to me, that's a different version of Swan than what we see in the other deck. So this will be kind of cool. Whoops, sorry, Swan just went jumping out. All right, let me go deeper into the deck and see what's going on here. Yeah, these are they've sat through like the Mexican heat, and so they're kind of stuck together. The Dragon, which is power and strength. So that butterfly in the other deck, which was transformation, here it's beauty, which I think is really cool. So they are different for sure. Let's go here to the very back. We have truth. These are considered the sacred journey markers. So truth. Mystery. The mystery is the very last card of the deck. And these don't have any sort of description to them, which is interesting to me because usually Oracle decks have that, but this is communication. Let's go here. The Bee, which is luck, industriousness, and sweet victory. Yeah, listen to them crack. I probably should have pulled these out of the box before having them for a year. Disrupt. In some ways, I like this disruption card. It's this waterfall. To me, it makes me think of, sort of the water coming in and kind of disrupting everything. But it also, like, if we flow with it, we can actually probably take ourselves to different places. That's like the first thing that I think of when I see this card, is that although some things appear to be disruptions in our lives, they may actually be opportunities where if we learn to flow with them, like this river, we can actually be taken to new opportunities and new, just perspectives. All right, here, wisdom.